There's Pith Orchard, built in honor of the bull, and folks like Zulf who pray to him. The less said about the gods, the better. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
So Bastion normally isn't too hard of a game. And when you start up, there isn't really any difficulty spiked. Thanks to the DLC they added, there is a new difficulty mode called No Sweat Mode. But this just gives you unlimited lives. It doesn't change anything else. But this level will address that difficulty.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now. And the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects. Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo.
Come on.
Ain't easy punching through his hide.
Not much strategy to Pith. Just attack him when he's not blowing smoke at you.
Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
So the shrine in Bastion is what you use to adjust the difficulty level. Instead of just, I want the game on a hard mode or really hard mode, there are various gods that you can invoke, and each one changes the difficulty in a different way.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
We have one idol right now, and it's Pith, and if you activate Pith, enemies will move and attack faster and more often. And if you turn them on,
Pith.
You can see on the bottom right, we get a bonus. We get 10% more money and experience. So the more of these difficulty idols you have turned on, the more money and experience you'll make.
Kid decides to press his luck.
Oops.
Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
This is Ghostblade, by the way. If I would aim it right at least. There we go. You just shoot a ghost of yourself swinging the machete. So with maybe one or two idols on, it's not too hard. But if you have at least half of them on, this game can actually get pretty challenging.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
With all of them on, it gets pretty tough.
The gods ain't gonna catch you if you fall.
Trees in the way. Whatever. Another thing with the machete, lots of people don't ever use a normal attack. Lots of people prefer just to use the throw, because the throw is actually pretty strong.
Kid passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
So with that plush Pith, we have the second pet.
Turn him round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Oh boy, here's a proving ground for the shield. This is one of the harder ones. There are definitely some proving grounds that are pretty hard, and this is one of them.
That's the Bullhead court. Folks defended themselves there with shields, not words. The accused always got a fair shake in Zealandia. Some used to take the Bullhead trial.
Oh, let's see how many tries it takes to get this one.
Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
So to get first place on this one, you can only get hit 2 or 3 times. Come on.
The Bullhead trial taught folks 3 things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
Ooh. Come on. Ah, crap. Unfortunately, it is possible to both counter an attack and also get hit. There's a few frames where you can counter an attack even after you've been hit. And that happens most often with squirts. You can also counter an attack late to where it registers and says that you've done a counter, but the enemy won't take damage. It'll just pass through you. It usually happens with these squirts. Come here, squirt.
The smarter ones knew when to just step aside and let things go.
That's a hint. Don't try to counter this guy because it takes multiple counters to kill him. Just try, if possible, to get him to go off a ledge. It's a little hard though, there's lots of objects in the way. Come here. Oh. Also, the trail he leaves behind, don't walk on it because that also counts as a hit. It sucks. Oh, come on. Ah, so close. Over here, please. Alright. Let's just try to counter him like an idiot. Oh, that's 2 hits. Unfortunately. No, damn it! Oh! Maybe that's still first place? It might be 2 hits. I swear it's 2 hits and not 3. Oh, 4 hits, no. 5, this is terrible. Well,
The kid pulls through in fine form.
oh, let's do it again. But first, there's no materials to upgrade the shield, so all prizes for this one is just money. It's a lot of money, though. If you get all 3 prizes, it's about 3,000 fragments. Oh, that was terrible. Let's try again.
Court is back in session for the kid.
So if you're trying to counter him, you want to keep your shield up a little bit after you counter him, because those goo blobs shoot out and they can hit you if you immediately put your shield down. Oh, come on, you almost went off the ledge. Yes, thank you!
The kid pulls it off like it was nothing.
Well, that took 3 tries. But hey, we got a ton of money now. Let's upgrade some stuff.
There's a hint of pride in his eye when he gets back, and more than a hint in mine.
Gotta buy some stuff. I should also probably buy some upgrade materials. %, critical hit damage, or you can actually throw multiple blades. I can't remember if this is actually particularly good, because if I remember correctly, the blades are kind of spaced far apart. I guess we'll go with just +1 blades.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
We'll try out that upgrade. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember how well the extra blade works. And then more critical hit chance, or attacks cripple even more, and it stacks with the first one, so absolutely.
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Well, that's as far as we can upgrade it for now. It is possible to get even more upgrades for the War Machete. But for now, we only have three levels. Faster draw speed or more penetrations. I go with draw speed.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
Oh. Either a new ability, a focus attack, or uppercuts with a hammer knock back enemies. I'll go with focus attack for now.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Okay. I think we're good with that. Oh, should I try this proving ground? Maybe we'll keep it for later. Let's do Cinderbrick Fort instead.
That's Cinderbrick Fort, where the marshals used to watch over the city. There's only one way into Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Let's see those 2 extra blades. Oh yeah, they're right next to each other, never mind. I thought they were spaced far apart. Oops. Come here.
The calamity was mercy for normal folks. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Oh god. Something to mention is that those giant bowl gates, the Pith gates, projectiles bounce off them, which is why there are shots going all over the place right now.
They've been left to freeze, or starve, or face the kid.
This guy is dangerous. He fires a really slow-moving shot, but if you counter it... it hit a wall. it'll curve back around and try to hit you again. And that's a really big problem, mainly because reflected shots, if they hit you again, they do the amount of damage the counter would have done.
Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time.
So don't let them hit you if you counter the shot, because it has a chance to pretty much instantly kill you. Oh god. These gates are getting in my way.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
So the scrap musket is a weapon I like quite a lot, because I like, well, mainly when it's upgraded. It's really good for 1, crowd control, and 2, pushing enemies back.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
Also works really good on packs of weak enemies, and there's a certain type of enemy we haven't encountered yet that becomes a huge pain when you have lots of idols on, and this is a weapon I use to deal with them quite a lot.
The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort.
Fortunately at the moment. Shotgun does a ton of damage up close, but as you can see it shoots in a wide cone, and right at the tail end of it, it only does a few points of damage. So it isn't particularly good as a long-range weapon.
Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
As you can see, I was up close and I did 27 points, and from far away I only did 7. And as you can see, it also pushes enemies back when you shoot them. Only a little bit right now, though. And generally, when you pick up a new weapon, they also drop an arsenal in the level in case you don't like it.
Windbags can't use the martial supplies, but the kid sure can.
So let's check out the upgrade that we got for the sail hammer. When you're blocking, you can see there's a little charging effect beneath the kid. When you're fully charged, you do this overhead swing that does a lot of damage. The problem I have with it, though, is that it makes you move forward quite a bit, and quite often this makes me move forward right into an enemy attack. So I take a lot of damage using this attack.
As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Oh, another thing. Oh. Well, it's taking them out in one shot right now, so it's kind of hard to show. But the boxes that often drop gas fillers.
So many of those sorry things holed up inside that old fort.
The boxes that contain gas fillers have to rise up into the air a little bit before they come out. If you shoot them with the scrap musket, the knockback resets the boxes to being on the ground, so you can just shoot them over and over so that they never come out of the box.
Not a scratch on him as he presses on to higher ground. blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket. Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
And these flamethrower turrets can be pretty annoying when you don't have any long-range weapons, because a lot of the melee weapons, their range is pretty short, and the range to hit them is slightly closer than the range that the flamethrowers can hit you. So you usually take up damage. Doesn't do enough damage. Ah, whatever.
Kid ain't afraid to get burned. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon, all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon.
Anyways, when you're rolling and you attack with the hammer, you actually do the standing combo instead. So this is a good way to stay mobile while still hitting harder. Oh, Thomas.
The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message. Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.